Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not digitally pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi, everybody.
And we are back with one last round Pittsburgh Penguins 2024-2025 season, back in the playoffs. Jeff, our rebuilt Penguins are sitting at 45-27-4. We're currently actually fighting for the top of the Eastern Conference. We're not going to get there, but we should get to the top of our division, or stay in the
You're
top of our
11 points
division.
behind the Sabres. I don't think you're getting the top of the Eastern Conference.
No, but we're 2 points up on the Islanders for top of the Metro, and with a game in hand. So we have a chance here. We have a chance to do something.
Also, an off chance for complete disaster, too, though, because look at the how close the standings are in the Metropolitan. Other than the Capitals, there's only 11 points between you and seventh place.
Why you got to be like
And
that?
there are 6 games left.
Don't.
Well, at least we got a decent playoff race in this game. And both of the real life ones are kind of lame this year. I think there's, what is it, 5 points in the East and 6 points in the West between eighth and ninth.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a lot of drama there.
Yeah. Well, we got some options here. Just going back to the depth chart, which I've constantly flipped back to. You can see our Penguins look drastically different than the real life Penguins. We made some trades, got rid of some dead weight. We added Steven Stamkos because we needed another guy who's over 35, making $10 million a year. We signed just a ton of guys who were coming as overagers out of junior or college. We had picked up some draft picks, so we got more draft picks. Yeah, we got back our first rounder last year, which got us Constant Helenis, who's currently our top prospect. He's even got 20 points this year for us in 70 games.
Although that's with a ton of first line time, so he hasn't been that productive.
You know what? He's growing into it. We got again. Our team is fine. We picked up Kevin Mandolese on waivers at the beginning of the year. We signed Frederick Dykau to be kind of our number 3 goalie, and he's could easily be our number 2 if we needed to make another move.
Yeah, we should mention here that I said this at the start of the stream. I don't know if that was before or after we came on, but this is a beta build for the upcoming update, which I think we will probably be doing a open play test on starting early next week. Exactly which day, I'm not entirely sure yet because of the holiday. We would have tried for Monday, but more likely Tuesday, Wednesday now.
So maybe by our next stream, as we're doing a special stream here on Thursday instead of our usual Wednesday. But yeah, so you can see kind of rebuilt our depth. We're looking pretty good. In fact, if we even look at our prospect rankings, we can see that. Where did we end up? We were near the bottom of. Oh, we're still at 27, so we got a long way to go. Although, granted,
a lot of the guys, it was better, but you had a lot of the guys who were considered prospects aren't anymore.
Yeah, because there's 70 games in. Yeah.
Chat question I'm seeing in the OOTP chat. Is customly being looked at as a bug that duplicates the tournament season over season and stats no longer track? I haven't. That doesn't ring a bell. Could you maybe post that in our tech support forum with a few more details? I think it sounds like something we definitely need to have a quick look at. If it's doing that, I haven't seen that before though.
And
Maybe
we
some
lose a game to
special
Buffalo
circumstances.
in a shootout. Yeah, Discord is
I
not
think
our
that
tech forums.
I can have a look in Discord, but
All right, so we lose because we give up 2 goals and we don't score any in the shootout. Why is Noah Cates our first shooter? That's interesting.
that's how you got him set up. And Crosby's not at all.
Right. Okay, let's look at that then right away. Oh, you know what? Did he come in the line when maybe Crosby was hurt or something? That seems more plausible. All right. We will move on here.
They get a point out of it at least. So
Yeah. Yeah.
3 points up on the Islanders.
And continuing here, game versus St. Louis. We'll put in Mandalese for this one. We have been dealing with some injuries.
At this point, there's really not many things you can do.
Okay, Jeff, I think
Not
you have
much you can do
cursed
with
us.
any of
We're
them.
just getting destroyed now. 5-2 loss to St. Louis. So Jeff has
You
decided
did have
that
the
we are
backup
not
into
going
that
to
one.
and is just going
The
to make
injuries,
us
though,
lose
is
every game.
all long-term stuff, so you're probably not getting any of those guys back for the playoffs.
Yeah, so why did you decide to destroy us with your... Oh, well, if you lose every game, you could miss the playoffs.
Didn't say try to do that.
I think that's exactly what you tried to do. All right, we'll make that switch. Move Keandre Miller up and see if that helps.
You do have the Bruins next, and they're pretty bad in this game.
Not good. Not good, Jeff. Just trying to ruin our mojo going into playoffs. Here we are feeling pretty good about things. Couple of playoffs of stuff we don't really care too much about. Unless there was somebody amazing. But doesn't really look like anybody showing up that impressive there. All right. Continuing on here, game versus Boston, and it's a 5-2 win versus Boston. I guess I will say too, which I didn't talk about. And Noah Cates is done for 1 to 2 months, or we can delay his treatment.
This goes to the playoffs. Yeah, you're not going to get him back, but he's going to be
Pretty useless.
not very good. So yeah, you're probably going to want to put him on the fourth line.
All right, we will delay his treatment. All right, so Cates moved Gelsma all the way up. I don't hate that. Actually, move Hellenis is on the third line right now.
Can he play left wing? Not really.
Not really. All right, Gelsma's going up then. Do we want Riley Smith still on that first line?
You could move Russ to the left wing and put Telenis on the right wing on the second line.
All right, I don't hate that.
And then Gelsman probably has to go to the left side somewhere.
Oh, we left him on
Yeah,
the
no
right
problem.
side. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. Gelsma was one of the guys was he a free agent signing, I think? I don't think we drafted him.
Sixth rounder. We did draft
He
him.
was a sixth rounder. Okay.
Drafted him as a
20-year-old.
20-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, and he immediately stepped into the lineup. So let's keep that. Okay, hold on. Let's look at his stats here. So Gelsma was drafted in the 6th round, has got 21 points in 74 games as a 20-year-old.
Yep.
As a 6th round pick as a 20-year-old. I would say that he has more than met expectations. Ooh, Crosby kind of needs a game off. He's at 73%.
What do the schedule and standings look like for these last few games?
I think I'm going to give him this game off.
Yeah, you've only got 2 days before the next game.
Yeah, let's put Grube in. Just throw him right in. And we'll just slide him. And it's a 4-1 loss. Oof.
In Boston, not good.
Noah Cates, 48 offensive game rating, 87 defensive game rating. What happened? Keandre Miller with a
Well,
bad defensive game.
you've been playing hurt. He's our best defensive player.
All right, so let's get Crosby back in there now. I guess we should maybe look to see if there's a better forward call up. I don't know if there is.
Yeah, you got one spot open.
Let's go take a look at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins.
Who are probably going to miss the AHL playoffs, looks like, so it doesn't really matter what you do to them.
Yeah, Lucas Savkovsky had 41 points.
Svikovsky.
He's kind of maxed out.
That's what's Yogi Svikovsky's son used to play with Washington.
Okay.
I think Washington. Yeah.
Let's see here. Goyette, we could call up, has had 31 points. The guy we signed here, Braden Bowman, has had 32 points in 51 games. And then it kind of drops off pretty hard after that. Do we bring Goyette up for a touch?
He's 2 stars, and yeah, not bad.
All right, we got Goyette on a good trade. I forget who we traded for him.
That was Johnny Gruden.
All right, yeah. All right, so that gives us a little more forward depth to play around with, which we're going to need if guys are getting tired out. You know, looking at the stats here, Jari should have a chance at the Vezina, you would think.
Yeah, top for wins, top 10 for save percentage, and best goals against average.
All right. Game versus Washington here. And all right, just making sure percentages are staying high. Ooh, Noah Cates is at 61. I may better take him out.
I could go ahead again.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just like Cates we traded for at the trade deadline, right? Yeah. Gave up a 4th and 5th round picks and 2 guys who weren't going to play for us, 2 defensemen. Goyette's a dangler. Yeah, that should work just fine on that 4th line. I like that. Continuing to sim it out here, and 4-3 loss to Washington. Oh, but we lose in the shootout.
Have you got Harmony stuff to do this month, or have you already looked at it?
I think we already did it, but you can double check that on your screen.
Yeah, I know, I'm checking it on to save it's. Yeah, it looks like we already did, so nothing to do there.
So I'll bring Cates back in. How to go? So Goyette -1. Yeah. All right.
What do the standings look like?
Still top, 98 points.
Oh,
We keep getting 1 points.
Not quite clinched, but Flyers just jumped up. Wow, that's close. Look at that. 98, 96, 96, 95, 95.
Why you try to make me this nervous? Basically, we do have a playoff spot now. That guaranteed. We have a guaranteed playoff spot.
A playoff spot for sure, but you want number 1?
Yes. All right. Just gonna sim it out. Been simming out everything so far. Simmed it out, and we win our final game of the year to hit 100 points. Woo! Letang, Ty Smith, and Matt Nieto score.
Yep. First Penguins 100-point season in 4 years.
So that's a pretty big. Oh no!
And first. Oh boy, yeah, that's not good.
Oh, goody. Last game of the
Carlson's going
year.
to play the playoffs with a broken collarbone. I mean, you had
Oh,
to top lineup in just to get that game, but you're
awesome.
going to have to probably cut his time a little, or uh,
He's going to have to move with Letang.
well, Tang's actually had a decent bounce back year after his first year with you. He wasn't that great.
He is. Do I move him down to the third pairing?
I'd leave him on the second for now.
I could
He's
move
getting
Ty
tired.
Smith up. It's not going to stop
Now
Carlson from
you'll have a
playing.
few days off, so he'll start at 90% fitness.
Yeah, you know what? I'm still gonna move him down because when we start putting in Struble will play better on the third pairing, anyways. It's a 2 minute difference, anyways. All right. Oh, that's disappointing. The injuries are going to rob us of a chance to probably have a good run here now. Short of us getting incredibly hot and doing something amazing, but that doesn't look likely at the moment. That is a big improvement on our team record from last year, though. And we made the playoffs, unlike last year.
Yeah. Also, first time in 3 years that you made the playoffs, or the Penguins have made the playoffs at least.
Well, what we were what? What did we have for points last year? Like hanging around 80?
In mid 80s, I think it was. It was, let me look, 84.
84. Yeah, so 16-point improvement. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I
I
would
mean,
say.
other than the COVID years, that was the worst Penguins season probably in 2000, since 2005 06, looks like.
All right. And we'll see some award nominations. Oh, Saros passed Jari for goals against.
Just barely.
.06.
And Saros is top in save percentage as well.
All right, we'll find out here. Hart Trophy is not us. Vesna, not us.
No, who were the
Vasilevsky,
nominees?
Sorokin, and Devon Levi. Wow, not even Saros.
Levi was near the top. Sorokin, Sorokin's near the top two. And you did Vasilevsky had.
Vasilevsky played in 70 games. All right. Morrissey, Hughes,
Yeah,
and
good numbers
Dahlin
for him
for
as well.
Norris. We don't get a Calder vote. No Executive of the Year. Oh, Matt Nieto gets a chance at a Selkie.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good year.
No Lady Bing. No Mark Messier. No Ted Lindsay. Jack Adams. Not us. Boo.
But I had a shot at it this year because he improved a fair bit.
All right. Well, if there wasn't another reason to get rid of Carlson now we know one. And all right, let's look at the playoffs. Oh, good. We get to play Carolina. All right. So we have Vegas versus Vancouver, LA versus Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg. Good old Smythe division game there. St. Louis, Nashville. Rangers, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, Florida, Carolina, us, Islanders, Philadelphia.
It's going to be tough getting out of our division, but we'll see.
All right. Sorry, this game has me distracted. That's pretty clearly a headshot. I'm watching the Jets game live, and I mean, we are streaming live on a Thursday, not our Wednesday, which is why. And I can't help but get distracted. And, all right. Oh, are you kidding me?
Now what?
Oh,
Oh,
severe teeth damage? What are you doing, Stamkos?
well, you don't raise the puck in practice.
Oh, man.
It's just day to day. He's still 100%, so he might have a rough first game, but he'll be okay.
All right. We're just going to sim through this and see how it goes. And 5-3 loss. Feels like this might be a quick series, Jeff. Carlson scores the first goal for us. Matt Nieto scores shorthanded. Riley Smith. We were up 3-1 and then proceeded to give up 4 straight goals.
Gradually collapsed.
Ooh. Oh, boy. Look at those defensive game ratings. Let's maybe look at our tactics here a bit. Maybe back off our attacking. Oh, I did not want to go full tempo. Drop the tempo down a bit. See if we can control the puck a little more.
And try to rely on Jari.
Well, if we can hold on to the puck and just keep getting good shots. Overkill of ASC in the chat says Stamkos is known for chewing tinfoil. All right. Oh, good. Jonas Kopanen is beginning to resume skating.
He went down really early, didn't he? He was.
He's 1 to 2 weeks away.
He got hurt.
Yeah, October 14th.
October 14th, ruptured MCL. So,
Yeah, first game of the year? Oh, 3 games he got in.
yeah. At least he's trying to come back.
It's going to be way too late. 69% for Carlson. Cates is at 59%. Better give Cates the game off. And let's throw Goyet in there again.
Still think you should swap Gelsman and Nieto.
Well, we lost 5-0, so I guess we can try something. Because 35 defensive game rating from Gelsma. Oh. I don't think Matt Nieto's going to save that, but
You got him on the wrong wing.
I don't think that's going to make the big difference.
Not helping.
No. Twins 34 in the chat says, man, I remember when New Coke came out. That stuff was so bad. Crystal Pepsi was better. Steven Stamkos is in sight of returning. Oh, yes, he never really... Oh, Carlson's down to 56%. Stamkos is at 64%, but we can't take him out. Carlson, I guess, is going to come out, and Strubal's going to come in. Carlson, we need some magic, man. 4-2 loss. We are going to get swept.
Well, Crosby's showing up for this at least. He's been the second star in 2 games now. The rest of the team isn't. Oh, yeah, see another good start and then gradual
Collapse,
collapse.
collapse, collapse. Struble replaces Carlson.
Damco's down to 29%.
Yeah, Cates can come back in for Goyette. Oh, man.
On the outside, the Jets are up 2-1 over Calgary. So even if you blow this, you can watch them win.
Ugh. They'll probably blow it too. Stamkos says he's ready to play. But what's he actually at? 86%.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. I'm fully expecting this to be over right away. So, do you want to redo any lines? Or do you just go with it?
No, nothing I changed it, I don't think.
Okay, I'm going to lock in. All right. We'll change
Did
the
you
ice
hit it and it
times.
didn't do anything, or did you?
It moved a little bit. I'm just more or less let the ice times change. We'll see if 2-1 loss and our season is over. We get swept in 3 or 4 straight games.
Man.
Once again, we score the first. Right at the end of the first period, we score. 20 minutes literally on the clock. Give up a goal in midway through the third and lose in overtime. The perfect summary of our season. And Stamkos
You
gets
were worn
injured.
down so much, you just didn't. You can see what was happening there. You just wound up collapsing at the end of each game. Yeah, put Cates on the injured list and he'll start healing properly.
Yeah, and Carlson.
And Carlson, yeah.
We got to trade. We got to get rid of Carlson. We got to dump that contract. Get some harmony back on the team.
Speaking of which, you're almost to May.
Yes. Yes. Oh, man, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. What a disappointing way to go into the playoffs. And yet very
struggled down the stretch and
very Pittsburgh of us.
And it was a young team on top of that, so that was kind of a recipe for disaster. A lot of young guys, a lot of older guys that are playing hurt and just didn't have the legs after the second period.
I guess the better question is we have 12 unrestricted free agents. We're currently sitting at 49 of 50 contracts. Let's take a look here. Development report. Okay. Guys going up. Up, up, up. Lots of guys continue to go up. Look at all those ups. That's beautiful. And guys going down. That's horrifying.
Sure, it's all your 30-plus guys, so at least nobody's doing it prematurely.
Yep.
Well, Graves is a little early.
All right. Upcoming free agents. We currently have 12 players. Keandre Miller wanted way too much money. I'm assuming he probably still does. Yeah, he wants almost $6 million. That's not happening.
He's RFA, though, so you could auto-qualify him. And
all right, we will put an auto-qualify on him. What does Struble want? $1 million. Yeah, that's fine. Put him on a two-way deal. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Ludwig and Gauthier probably done.
Yeah.
Hanson's isn't really going anywhere.
No, Matt Nieto's walking. I'm not paying him.
Selke nominee that you're paying. Oh, yeah, okay. I just looked at what he wanted.
Yeah, $5 million for 3 years.
He knows he's a Selke nominee.
Yeah, that's not happening. Frasca's gone. Richard's gone. Kopanen got hurt throughout the whole year. He's going to want too much. He wants 1.5 for 2 years. That's not terrible, but that's more than what he's worth.
Boiled Egg 1974 in the main chat. Just finished streaming FHM. Nice to see.
Oh. All right. Yeah, I think everybody
Yeah,
else
and when I
is
said
going
in
to
the
watch.
chat, if we added that in, was it 2 updates ago or 1, you should be able to, trying to remember how exactly that works now. You can delete tournaments in custom once they've been created. Let me look it up.
Oh, right. I forgot to try and deal with Carlson's shenanigans. Shenanigans. All right. Struble has resigned as we expected he would. Hall of Fame nominee Alexander Mogilny. Penguins. Team Harmony. All right, we finally killed the clique. It has worked. One last thing to deal with. And just continuing to go here. All right. And hey, look, Calgary and Winnipeg are tied 3-3. What did I tell you, Jeff? Oh, man. And Calgary beats Winnipeg. Jeff has cursed everybody in the stream. We have it
Oh, my
figured
fault,
out.
clearly.
Well, yeah. Said, oh, well, if you lose all your games, you could miss the playoffs.
Oh, you didn't do that.
Nope, just swept. Well, you can cheer on Winnipeg. Get eliminated. If the Canucks win this. All right, thinking forward, we do not have a second round pick. I would like to get a second round pick. So how are we going to get a second round pick? Or even multiple second round picks would be a good thing. Kopanen is ready to return to the active roster. We'll move Carlson back to the active roster. Hunt can come back to the active roster. Cates can come back to the active roster. Oh, Akari can come back to the active roster. Maybe we can get rid of him too.
Except I got your, I remembered how to do this. On the league menu, if you look under the tournament, you'd have to go to one of the leagues that's participating in it. If you look under the tournament, which will be roughly in the middle of it, there'll be an edit option there. And there'll be one button when you open that up that says disable. That will kill the tournament. It'll preserve it. It'll still keep all the records. It just won't be played anymore.
That would be for NYXXIT.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Oh, man. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, there's no way to fully remove it because otherwise, if you did that, it would create some issues with some of the data that's stored. So you can just turn it off. It won't go away completely. Well, it'll go away. It won't ever be played again, and nothing will happen. But the records will still be there.
Much like the
Oh
Canada
man,
Cup.
Canucks lost in 7.
And Carolina beats Philly.
Well, at least you maybe lost a potential champion.
That would only slightly take the burn off. Like the burn of. What was I going to say? Ah, yes, the 25 Years of Futility article on the Columbus Blue Jackets on The Athletic.
You got a couple of guys you may want to look at with in or in juniors or college right now that you may want to get signed before the end of the year.
Yes, well, we will look at that. Just seeing.
Yep, and I said I saw that, and I'll have a look at that after the stream and see what's going on there. Oh, and Russia's been allowed back into the World Championship. That seems. Oh, did we have that set for 2025?
No, I think so.
I would have to push that back a little. It sounds like they're taking a fairly hard line on them on the Olympics. Oh, you remember that Russian goalie that I was going to suggest getting rid of? Murashov, at the start of the season, had a monster year in the KHL.
Oh.
61 games played, and they only play 60 something, 1.84 goals against average, 11 shutouts, 929 save percentage.
Oh, see here, I was thinking you're talking about in real life, but the Philadelphia finally getting.
Alpha yeah, that's finally got out. No, this is no our.
Actually, I saw. Speaking of which, I don't know. Did you see that? It sounds like both the Canadian ECHL teams are folding.
Oh, both of them.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
No, they said they weren't even sure that they might finish the year. I was reading or saw.
I didn't think they were in that bad shape.
Popped up. Well, they said the Trois Rivières owes 600,000 to the city.
Now, if they have to, they could play on the road in the States. I don't think they'd kill the season because they're pretty close to the end of it anyhow, I think.
Yeah. I didn't realize things were quite that bad. I mean, it's tough for. I feel so bad for Newfoundland because, I mean, like, they have a really dedicated fan base. They're just so far away from everybody there.
Yeah, well, back to the QMJHL, I guess.
I don't even know if that would work for them. You want to know what my crazy thought was? Okay, like, super crazy thought, and I don't know how well this would work or how.
Move Arizona there?
No, that'd be funny, but no. Would be them getting a team within the English league.
That seems unlikely.
Reed Anderson had a big. He's up to 2 stars. I don't know if he was before. 41 points in 59 games. Nice.
He was. No, he was 1.5 when we started this, so.
Dominic Peters got a big bump there again. Yeah, 17 points in 19 games in Portland after the trade.
Kiva Harjo, our second rounder that blew his knee out after we sent him to junior, looks like he did okay at the end of the season once he got back.
Yeah, there's some hope here. Masden Leslie, like, yeah, he's.
Oh, he actually should be in the playoffs in this game now.
Monthly budget. We're just bleeding money right now. So we don't need any more moral support or any in-game game promotion or arena operations.
No.
We'll drop those right down. We'll keep the team morale just at 0. I don't need the players getting all sad. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go a little bit long tonight, Jeff. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. Oh, do you want to do the draft?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Gotta get this draft and free agency done. Okay, so we got a plan for a second rounder. Well, some of those guys you talked about. Maybe we can move some of those guys in a deal because we don't really have. Oh no, another no. How did a new clique start in the off season? You guys
Got together,
suck.
started talking about the team and Malkin again.
No, Malkin's not even in it.
No, yeah, he was.
Was he? Oh, Malkin. Oh, okay, you're right. I just
You take a negative 4 hit from the fans for being upset in the playoffs.
yeah. I tried to break it up and it did not work. And Buffalo beats Carolina, so Buffalo's going to the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, we had this because we started this game with at the right after we released the game. And I think we had Buffalo overrated pretty severely.
I don't know that we had Buffalo overrated. They just have not lived up to the hype that everyone thought they were going to.
I mean, some guys have really fallen off this season. Thompson is, I think he's got 40 goals in this game, and let's see, does he even 45 points so far this year?
Oh, good. Eric Carlson broke his collarbone more, so he suffers another setback. All right, Kings versus Buffalo. Actually, their goaltending, I think, has let them down more than anything else in Buffalo. I think they thought Levi was going to step up big, and he just never really did. Buffalo takes the 1-0 series lead over the Kings. LA ties it up in game 2. All right, so we have. All right, I want to re-sign some guys here. Assistant coach re-signed. Scout signed. Other assistant coach. Hopefully we don't get fired.
Probably not.
Yes,
Remember, we were supposed to be rebuilding this year. Oh wait, am I thinking of our other game?
I don't remember.
Oh, you have to check the job secured. No, top half of the league, and no, I think you're fine. You were way into the blue. The start of this, that's collapsed completely.
Probably not.
And Mario's got a really high patience rating, so he's not going to fire you.
We hope not. And the Kings take a 3-1 lead. Oh, Buffalo climbs back 6-5. Oh, Buffalo 7-4. It's tied up. Game 7. And oh man, is Buffalo going to become first-time Stanley Cup champions? Buffalo is first-time Stanley Cup champions in 2025. Wow. They did it. The Buffalo Sabres are Stanley Cup champions. That is a tough way to go.
Yeah, and pretty much the same lineup they had at the start of this year. So, well, they got a few rookies. And Levi had a great season.
Our scout tells us our goaltender was one of the most interesting goalies in the playoffs. Good to know.
That wasn't really his fault. We just kept falling apart.
All right. Look in here. Ooh, Jeremy Martin, 6'3", left winger, 110 points in the OHL. That is some gaudy numbers. All right. Well, I am disappointed we didn't get out of the first round. I was not expecting us to blow it that
Dis-
hard.
Disappointed, but are you surprised?
A little bit. A little bit, Jeff. All right, so we can make some off-season signings, but we don't really have any room to do that. So if I take Riley Smith and I just shop him. No offers. Oh, man. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Carlson's still hurt. 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. Because we have, contracts. We're at 49 of 50.
We dropping a few though.
Yeah, but we can't sign future contracts, right?
Yeah.
Cooper Foster is, yeah. All right, maybe we can. So we got 3 guys who are going to expire right away. I'm not overly concerned with any of them. Foster's got to be buried on our depth chart. Oh, he's our 10th best center right now.
He's only not. Oh no, he's got a deadline of. He's a late 19. That's odd. Oh, June 4th. Okay.
All right.
It still doesn't look right. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Ugh. All right. If we wanted to trade a defenseman, Powell's not going to go anywhere. Can we pick up a 3rd rounder? If I take a 3rd rounder, it's a well-balanced offer as a 3rd rounder. Let's try and get a 4th rounder then. Unless we're adding something else.
1 year 6th.
I'm just wondering if we can add another player. Got Sean Barons is probably not going to get to where he needs to be. So I'm just wondering if we can give, all right, a 3rd and a 4th. Anaheim already has 50 players under contract. You got anyone expiring? All right. we'll buy somebody out and I won't feel as bad. And all right. Yeah, so 48 takes us down to 36 contracts. We'll need to sign a couple of the rookies, and we'll still probably need to make a few moves. But if we can get some prospects to turn them into more prospects or higher ranking prospects, I think that would be okay as well. I think that would be an acceptable use. Ducks say no way to our trade offer. But it's close to being all right. I don't know if we can get this trade done before. If I take away the third, it's probably an easy trade for them to do. If I add a fourth and a fifth instead, I'd like the third, but I'll take the fourth and fifth. And if we don't get it, we're just letting 3 guys walk into free agency, which I'm not really too concerned about. All right. They will do that trade.
Okay, good, and just in time.
Yeah. So we pick up a 4th and 5th round for 3 guys whose rights are expiring. I mean, Cooper Foster would be fine, but I don't really think we overly need him. We're not going to sign the Finnish guy. And the Russian's never going to happen. So we'll complete that trade. And let me just go look. Put Jared Bow on unconditional waivers immediately to buy him out. All right. So let's see if we get our 1 win here for the Selke. McDavid is unsurprisingly the Hart nominee. Conn Smythe winner goes to Jeff Skinner. Nice. Best rookie goes to Kyle Masters, who had 54 points on defense. Wow. Norris goes to Quinn Hughes, 94 points. Selke winner is Matt Nieto. He's going to get paid.
Selke winner and pending unrestricted free agent.
I'm not paying him $5 million. It's not happening.
Not like he had a problem giving up a bunch of goals at the end there.
Did he help at all? No, he did not.
Clearly his fault.
Jeez. Oh, total season score of 30 at least. And we just got a trade proposal from Detroit. So, color me intrigued. Detroit is saying they will send us Ollie Mata for one of our guys who I don't care about. That's a no. Yao has cleared unconditional waivers. That's fine. Detroit and Dallas made second round pick for Nate Danielson. What are you doing, Detroit?
I didn't have a great year.
He's only
Still a rookie
20.
though.
Oh. All right. Today is the last day for contracts. We are not going to looking at our upcoming free agents. 12 players becoming free agents. And
Oh,
we are on the turnover.
did you try to re-sign Riley Smith?
Yeah, he wanted
As,
like a
yeah, I
bunch
just
of
checked to
money.
say he wanted $7 million for 1 year. Yeah,
I think it was like
not going to
5
happen.
million per 2 years.
So you're going to dump at least a little cap space here. Well, Smith was making $5 million. Nieto was only making 900,000, so that's not really going to help. Miller was 3.8.
Well, we just took a $240,000 payout of the one guy we traded for 4 years.
Rounding error. Did you give Cates much of a raise? Yeah, he's up to 4.2, so that's going to eat a little bit of that.
Yeah, we had room. And again, I still think we basically got to get rid of Carlson is our big play here.
And Crosby actually took a pay cut.
Yes.
Play one more year at least. So
We'll
his
find out.
salary's
He'll
coming
probably
down.
retire
Malkin's,
just to throw everything into
yeah.
complete chaos. Like, hey, here's this fun thing to have happen.
Hey, Braden Yeager, guess what? You're the number one center now.
Imagine if him, Malkin, and
Nice, we
Letang
got
and
Malkin.
Carlson all retire.
Would open up a whole bunch of cap space.
Oh. Who are you citing in free agency? Everybody. What? What do you mean? We are signing everybody.
Not really a great free agent pool this year, it looks like. 40-year-old Brent Burns. Patrick Kane, who was in St. Louis this year.
Well, remember, we let him go because he was causing problems.
Yeah.
That's the other reason.
Who wrecked his knee halfway through the season.
That's also, we have to let Kupanen go for the same reason because he was causing issues.
And then there's a few guys. No, I think these are all RFAs. Not a good UFA crop. Taylor Hall's there, but he's really slipped. 25 points this year. Well, Pacioretty had a decent year in New Jersey. Oh, he's 36 now. Jamie Benn, who looks like he's about done.
I mean, most people kind of thought that in real life, too. We'll find out as we get here.
Yeah, unless you're going to offer sheet somebody, I don't think you're going to be getting an impact guy next year. I mean, you could sign Burns and have about 25 million tied up in 3 defensemen who are 35 and over. Average age would be, let's see, 35, 30. Yeah, about 38.
We might run a team of 20-year-olds all the way across. 20 to 22-year-olds.
Crosby and Malkin.
You know what I thought about doing? I finally sat down and watched the ESPN E60 on Once Upon a Time in Anaheim.
Uh-huh.
Did you watch that?
No.
Well, it's good, as it talked about like the introduction of the Ducks, and I kept thinking, you know what would be really fun is if I just like create a brand new team in the NHL, calling them the Mighty Ducks, setting them in, like St. Paul, Minnesota, and then recreate the entire team of the Mighty Ducks in the game.
Mighty Ducks or the sequel?
Well, we could do both. We could bring in Team USA.
You're not mentioning the Vegas Jets game much for some reason now.
It's over. I don't need to talk about it anymore. Jeff,
Okay.
if somebody is watching this for the first time, they might be going, geez, this takes a long time from June 30th to July 1st. We usually talk about this, but we should bring it up as it's happening again. What's
You
going
see,
on?
I have a potato for a computer, and it's really slow.
It is not a potato for a computer.
No, it just takes a lot to when you're in the standard game with all the leagues active. There are tens of thousands of players and hundreds of playable teams that all have to reassess their rosters. Players have to make decisions about where they're going. All these stats get updated at the end of the year. Some of them, the season stats are converted into historical stats. So there's just a ton of processing that happens at this point. So it will take a while.
Yes. But that's why we're talking about it, just so that you'd be like, whoa, what's going on? Yeah, it's still doing stuff. Even sometimes when it looks like it's not doing things, it's doing a lot of things. And that's why we even put this nice handy thing right here in the middle of the screen.
You remember when we signed Beret Boulet at the start of the season? He was had a really good start through the first 30 games or so. He just did nothing down the stretch. 1, 2, 3, 5 points in his last 25 or so games.
Awesome.
He's cheap though. You still got him. You got him for another year or two.
Well, that's why we went young for a lot of stuff. Is we need cheap contracts to balance out all these old guys we're paying millions of dollars to, who are causing fights with everybody else.
Stamkos stayed out of trouble this year.
Sorry,
it's a reasonably good signing. Stamkos turned out to be a reasonably
Stamkos has
good
been
signing.
a great signing.
Yeah, $6 million didn't cause any problems, and for 61 points and 70. Oh, that's I'm looking at the partial ones. He was probably higher than that, but near the top of the, I think, second leading scorer behind Crosby at 35.
Stamkos was not the issue on this team, other than him eating food that was breaking his teeth going into playoffs.
Oh yeah, that.
Probably had some Captain Crunch was causing issues.
What are you gonna do about the backup goalie this year, Mandolese again, or?
He signed, when you picked him up, he was signed to a 3-year deal.
Yeah, but you got 3 guys all at 2 stars. Now, pretty close. But
Not opposed to bringing Dykau up. We can put him on the trade block.
yeah,
So
Dykau pushed Blomqvist to the backup job in the AHL.
Okay.
And there is that Marashov. You should maybe try signing him just to see if you can get him out of Russia.
Well, we could try and move Mandolese at the draft if we can find somebody who's willing to look for a goaltender. Maybe use him as bait to move up in the draft.
Jets didn't have much of a backup this year in this game, looks like. Salmon and the Finnish guy who's 25 years old and 1.5 stars.
Who's currently in the ECHL in real life.
Yeah.
Although, by the way how he's playing, Thomas Milic needs a big boost in his stats. He just keeps... He's a guy who just keeps winning everywhere he goes. He just keeps winning. Played so well in the ECHL, was an all-star, came up to the Moose now, and he's basically stabilized the Moose and brought them into a playoff spot, which seemed very unlikely.
Got him with current ratings will probably come up a little bit, but his potential is, I think, pretty reasonable where it is.
I don't think it's impossible. He might not be the backup for the Jets next year. I mean, I'm biased. I think both the Jets' goaltending prospects right now are a little low, but hey, that's me. Dun, dun, dun. It's taking its sweet time again. Oh, sweet, sweet time.
You do have this on an SSD, right?
Yes. This is running on my laptop, which is on an SSD.
Like an old tape drive.
There, we're okay. All right, let's
There we
take
go.
a look at the stats here. All right, going all the way back down. All right. Brent Burns retires.
So he's off the free
Martinez
agent list.
Pavelski retires. Kristanev. Riley Smith has gone down, but he's a free agent, so we don't care.
JVR retires.
All right, so we do have a free agent in Tristan Boss. Okay, Ryan Reeves retires. Patrice Cormier, who somehow ended up back with the Islanders? Why is it showing him with the Islanders? That's weird. That shouldn't be a thing.
Might be something. Oh no, he had in the game. He joined the Islanders on a tryout at the start of
Oh, okay.
24-25. So that was the last NHL team in this record.
Okay. All right. Jim Nill retires. So it looks like we have lost nothing.
The Leafs were sold.
Kind of. Let's assume that they bought everything else, or the conglomerate bought everything else. All right. So we are down to contracts of 38 players, unsigned players. Let's take a look.
I think you have to sign Anderson for sure.
I got to sign Fiala here because he's ready to go. Jekko is also getting signed. Anderson's overage, so yes, we will offer.
Ruggiero, you can leave another year if you want. Maybe try Marashov.
It says he's in the K. Oh, we can get him out. Want to try getting him out?
Yeah, even if it's. Yeah, he wants a little more because he has to buy out his contract, but it's apparently not a big contract because look at all he's. He just wants a little bit above minimum, and he still do it at 2 ways. So. Oh, he has to. It's entry level, but yeah.
Yeah.
Did he win any awards in the KHL last year? Wondering if he got Rookie of the Year or Goalie of the Year or something.
All-Star game last year, but that was nothing else.
Still
Oh yeah,
good
best
for a rookie.
goaltender award.
Oh, nominated for it. Didn't get it.
Sorry, nominated. Yes.
But still, from a guy who wasn't in our plans at all.
I don't really care about this guy who's 1-star coming out of college. Do I care about Tristan Bros? I guess we'll sign him.
Yeah, just for some AHL depth, I think.
Actually, we need Dominic Peter signed too. Maybe we'll try and trade Bros. Or do you want? Okay, we'll offer him a contract. And actually, we'll offer this guy a contract as well since he's overage. Lele. All right. Annual budget. Mario's taking a bunch of money. I would love to raise our development, but I don't. Can we afford it?
I think so.
We need normal maintenance. We'll raise the development by 1 or by 2 or by 3. One or 3.
That's not just by 1, I think.
135.42 or
Yeah.
120.4. Also going to raise our ticket price by $8.
Your strategic marketing too should come up a little bit, even if it's the minimal one. Remember, your money is going to run down in the off season a bit.
I know. I'm just debating whether we should raise development bonus by 1 or no.
No, maybe make it by 3 because you got a lot of young guys. You can cut your budget down a little bit. You're still above the cap with a low amount
Yeah.
wage budget. And that'll give you, yeah, you'll just do,
We should go to low, is that what you're saying?
yeah, and that'll save you a bunch of money. That'll be good.
All right. Okay.
You got your monthly scouting too, by the way.
What about scouting monthly?
Or monthly finances.
You're
Sorry,
messing with me. Yeah. Jeez.
nothing to scout at this point.
Oh,
Oh well, wait. I wouldn't turn that all the way down.
Turn what? Scouting?
Scouting, yeah,
Put it to what? 2?
yeah.
All right. So free agent center has yeah. Ooh.
Ryan Johansson. How much money you got? You got a ton of money to spend. Oh, you're looking for the. Who's that?
Jake Carbella. 53 points in 68 games. Not exactly.
A little,
but a
little suspicious on the scouting there. Was a 5th rounder by Washington, but they didn't sign him.
Okay, this is more interesting. Defenseman, 2.5 stars, 3-star potential, had 63 points in 64 games. He was a draft pick, San Jose, but they didn't sign him.
Yeah, they actually traded him to Predators at one point. He was in their camp last year and didn't make it. And they didn't sign him.
Now that's an interesting set. Daniel Bush had 94 points in 68 games.
Although he went down from the previous year, which is never a good sign. For a guy in junior, at least.
There's a few interesting names there. Bacomo defenseman. 53 points in 65 games. All right, let's advance. We can shop Eric Carlson. Buffalo is willing to give us a second round pick.
Which will be a very late one, considering that they're the champions. Is that the best one we got?
Yes, it is.
There were a couple of players in them. I didn't. You're going too fast.
They're 2-star guys.
No, I saw a 3-star.
Oh, Quinn Finley.
And a 4th rounder.
Noah Beck.
It's like a checking center.
I'd rather take the second rounder and hope we can hit someone in the draft.
Okay.
All right, we're going to accept that offer because let's get rid of Carlson. That gives us a huge amount of, oh, wow. Buffalo just has to go nuts with their trades after they do that. So they trade Tyler Samuelson to Nashville for a 3rd. And then they trade Eric Comrie for a second round pick.
So they get their second rounder back. Basically,
Yep, giving up Eric Comrie.
traded Comrie for Carlson. Not a bad deal, but you gotta wonder what their cap space is like. They're gonna be.
All right, Keandre Miller. Want a better contract. He wants 4.9 for 3 years. I guess we can actually hold that now. We should probably re-sign him, eh?
Yeah, unless you give. Yeah, it's, I mean, with Carlson gone.
Yeah. Let's go see if we. Oh shit! Too late. All right, we're just going straight for it. Should have tried to talk him down a little bit, but I already hit it. So I'm like, all right, we're just gonna go. Okay, let's just advance here a few days.
And again, it's still going to be slow because it's the start of the season. There's a lot of player movement going on. But you're going to need some scoring from somewhere this year. Because Letang is not going to be able to do it.
No, but we have Madison
Ty Smith actually had a decent year last year.
Or Reed Anderson or Caraval who could come up. Might be able to get some. We need to find some scoring though. Yes, That's why if we can get another second round pick, or to get back into the first, if we can get another second round pick, we might be able to trade back into the end of the first round or middle of the first round. Which might be the best thing to do. We could just try shopping Mandalese and then try a trade offer to someone. Which might not actually be the worst idea. That or we try and get rid of Jari.
That seems like a really bad idea.
Well, trying to think of things outside of the box. All right, bunch of updates, whatever. Seattle's offering us the guy we traded to them, Johnny Gruden for Jaden Grube.
Well, they actually used most of the year, but no.
I don't think we're going to take any of these. All right. So our Russian goalie has actually shown up. Mandalese, let's try to trade him.
Only showing 2.5 or 2.5 start potential now. So he's probably starting in the ECHL.
That's fine. Not getting much.
Late picks and junk mostly.
All right, let's see if there's somebody here we can actually. All right, Carolina needs a goalie. Colorado needs a goalie. Oh, that might not be bad. Detroit needs a goalie. LA needs a goalie. Minnesota. Montreal. New Jersey. I don't hate the idea. See if what we can pull out of Minnesota.
They need a goal at the moment because Wallstead, I think, made it to free agency as an RFA. So they may fix that fairly quickly.
Well, that's why I make the offer quickly. Okay. We offered Mandalese and a fourth. Daikau is very upset, and I don't know why. Isolated and at the wrong level. Well, let's bring him up right now so he feels less bad. And then...
I only speaks Danish right now. No English yet.
Oh, looks like there was... Someone else is trying to get that defenseman. I missed that. I was checking over things rather quickly. All right. So let's see here. Some people... Oh, Florida's just terminating everybody's contract. Tag Bertuzzi, Lena, Kate Oliver, Patrick Gill.
Nobody that really jumps out. Is that Luke Shen?
Yes.
Anybody you want to sign as a free agent out of the established guys?
Not really. Now, again, I'm not in a huge worry. Jeff, why am I not in a huge hurry? July 1st is when free agency begins.
Yeah, but there's a few days delay. You can actually complete contracts for the first week.
Yes, other than people you have contracts with. All right. The fourth rounder is all right, but not quite enough, he says.
I don't think that's going to do it.
Probably not. But if it doesn't, if we don't get an answer by the entry draft, then we can just manually figure it out a little bit quicker.
So this should be Washington or Boston for the first rounder, or number one overall.
All right.
Which I think is going to be Michael Misa.
All our guys signing. Dallas offers us 26-year-old. Yeah, reject. I gave him number 93 instead of number 92, and he's very upset by it. Oh no, I feel so bad.
Draft
Chicago's got
lottery?
2 cracks at it. Ottawa. Columbus. No surprises so far. Still none. Still none. Oh, we have our first big move. Boston falls all the way to 4th.
Little San Jose or
Washington falls
yeah.
to 3rd. San Jose's 2, which means Seattle's up first.
Oh, that's with what they start with. That's going to be a pretty good team in a couple of years. Looks like Wright and Beniers are coming along.
All right.
Yeah, the Kraken are looking like a decent team. Oh, yeah, we traded them Jake Gunsel after signing him to a long-term contract.
Because he was going downhill. I don't regret that trade at all. Not.
He had 67 points for him last year, which was 20 more than he had for us the year before.
Yeah. Still was not a bad trade for us. Okay, Minnesota didn't get it back to us in time, so we're going to try and force that trade through. Wait, who are we trying to trade? Mandalese.
You had Mandalese, you had Latch. The rights to Latch.
Yep. And a 4th round pick. All right. It's still an interesting offer. Let's add this Kangrus. Ugh, okay. Tried to offer them Peter Reynolds. They're like, no, no. Okay, they will do it for Nolan Collins. So Mandalese Collins, the rights to Daniel Latch, Cal Kangrus, and a 4th round pick for for San Jose's 2nd round pick. I think that's a yes, right?
Yeah, Collins was near the bottom of your depth chart. Had an okay year in the ECHL, but
Okay. Picked up an extra 2nd round pick for a loss of a 4th rounder. So who's somebody, or what else do we have that we can trade? We could trade Joel Blomqvist away too.
I wouldn't. No, that makes your goalies pretty thin. I would keep him around just in case something goes wrong. He had an injury.
But we can draft somebody. We can find somebody else.
Yeah, but you won't be able to use the. You're probably not going to be able to use the guy you draft this year.
Okay, hold on. Let's just look at goalies here for a second. That's a lot of goalies on.
Not a lot of good goalies. You probably invite one to camp and see if they look okay, rather than committing now.
Okay, defenseman Gagne and Panini. We kind of need to get rid of those guys. The Ruck. Okay, so we need someone looking for a defenseman. Try and do a bulk deal of defensemen. Yeah, Chicago's looking for a defenseman. Panini. Rock. And who was the other one I said?
Gagne.
Gagne.
No, that's double rock too. You want to pass Gagne? You just stop the list and
Right there.
scroll
Right
again.
there. Yep. We're offering too much. Can we get there second? I will buy out their entire team. Who's this terrible goalie? Still have... Okay, let's take off... Guy I couldn't see. Okay, they will do that. We give them 2 defensemen for 2 guys I don't care about for them, for their second round pick. Finalized trade there. Ference gives us actually a little bit of defensive depth. I don't care. 10 deck I could not care less about. He's only got...
I actually played a little bit for them last year.
I'll send him all the way down to, yeah, the ECHL. Okay, so that puts us at, 40 contracts. 4 guys still, so 44. Looking at our depth chart again. Okay, a little bit more room there. Okay, if we're going to try and trade into the first round, team that was okay but wasn't great, Detroit. Well, actually, we just picked up... Okay, Detroit's maybe too good. All right. Carolina needed a goaltender, right? Yeah. That would be a late round pick.
Yeah, they beat you.
Yeah. I'm not giving up. All right. Okay. Getting close. Was Browse the guy we were trying to sign? I think it was.
Devlin or Plant, maybe.
Okay, they'll do that. So we trade a second, a fourth, the rights to Plant, and the goaltender we just got to Carolina for their first. Yes. Okay, so that gives us then 2 firsts, 2 seconds, a third, 2 fourths, 2 fifths, 2 sixths, and a seventh. I think that sounds all right.
Yeah. I'll do the draft now.
Yes, let's do that draft. All right. So who's going first, Jeff? Actually, I've kind of forgotten.
I'm pretty sure.
I just need to go back to that draft order.
Seattle's got the first pick.
Yeah, no. So we picked up 26. Carolina finished 30th. Okay, so we have the 26th and 30th picks. That's fine. We get a couple late first rounders. Misa goes first. Brady Martin goes second. Corbin Allman. Okay, we're going to pick until human. Top guy left we see is a guy, defenseman named Jackson Smith. 6'4".
Tri-Cities.
Scouts say take Jackson Smith. Safe suggestion says not him. He's actually listed as the risky suggestion. Ooh, interesting.
That big guy, 1.5 stars already. One of the 2 4-star potential guys left.
Mock draft had him at 8.
He's dropped. No injury problems.
I think we're going to take him. He's big.
Yeah,
He's strong.
noted for his intelligence. Yeah, seems like intangibles are good.
What? How does that work? Guy from Mississauga was playing on the U.S. National Development Team?
Yeah, I can't completely exclude the non-Americans from that one.
Okay.
It's set up as a, yeah.
That makes more sense. All right. Pick until human. Okay, so a couple guys go. Top person is this Russian. I'm not exactly happy drafting Russians. Braden Coots is available and would be a goal scoring ability for us. Emil Gute is also there.
Okay. What about Frondel, the Swede? Frondel.
15 points playing in the Ha?
Second level.
We're actually going to have pretty close back-to-back picks here because we have San Jose's second-round pick.
You want to get a forward here, eh?
Yeah, I think so. We want to get somebody who could... you know what? I think like Coots is already at 2. Okay, Gil is put up 40 goals. I think that Emil Geet.
Okay, no, I think probably Coots looks a little better.
Well, he scored a lot more in the queue.
Oh, look at big injury last year. But Coots is captain in Seattle. Was it Seattle?
Well, it's possible we can get both of them. Okay, we'll take Coots. All right, so you're back picking at 36, and he's still there, so we're going to grab him.
Gute, okay.
All right.
Rehab could just fall in like a rock here. Nobody wants him.
Well, he's playing in the KHL. He's going to be signed for a while.
What kind of a contract's he on?
Only 1 year right now.
Well, Dynamo Moscow, it's not one of the big money teams. Sort of a middle. So he's out of trouble off the ice. Yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with him. Consensus ability is actually 4.5 stars.
So you're saying you think we should take a chance on him?
Yeah, I mean, it's such. We got 3 other guys before him. Why not?
All right. And we're back on the board at pick 40 or pick 90.
Russian goalie and 3 centers.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at this. Oh, we don't have him well scouted. He's AD. Oh, we don't have
No,
a
that's
Russian.
what's. No, it's got to level D. The level A, the D is just how much, what his chances are of hitting the projected level. Ooh, look at that last line. Don't want that.
He gets along well with everyone, but if he's on your roster, controversy will follow. Huh. All right, tell me more about Jake O'Brien. Oh, controversy will follow. Little prone to controversy. Oh, controversial. Oh, controversial.
Okay, kind of seeing why these guys are available.
He's all red. Okay, yeah. All right, let's take a look at just pure ability right now. Has Tyler Hopkins. 94 points in 67 games. Okay. Everybody seems to love him. 4-star guy. Okay, I like this. I think that's our guy, Tyler Hopkins.
Yeah.
And a 2-star guy. Could potentially be on the team next year. All right, Nathan Brisson's got 51 points.
Maybe the winger. There's nothing wrong with him.
Doesn't let criticism go down.
Yeah, seems okay.
Yeah. All right, pick until human. Human.
What round are we in here?
We are in round 4 still.
Maybe another defenseman. Haven't taken any since the first round.
Yeah, Leith Hunter, 6'6", 25 points, playing with Wenatchee. Oh, I like that personality. No matter how well things are going, Hunter never takes success for granted. Hunter gets along well with everyone. One of Hunter's strongest suits is his ability to deal with adversity.
And he's huge.
And he's 6'6". Yeah, okay. Defenseman picked. All right, pick until human. Yes, I definitely did by 5'11", 277 pounds.
Wait,
That's a big boy.
what's his first name?
Atos Koivu. Aatos.
Yeah, but it looks like a typo. It should be. It's probably one. Because he's only 165 in real life.
Okay.
You may want to just edit that.
I may want to edit that.
Take him down to 177.
All right, back to the rookie draft. Trying to see if I could just see how many goalies were left.
Still out one Russian ahead of everybody else.
Down 2.5-star guys.
Yeah, so it's either the Russian or nothing. And they're older ones too.
No, there's 18-year-olds here.
19 though, and I think the next one is, oh no, 18, yeah.
17. Yeah, okay, maybe not too worried about a goaltender right now. All right, fair enough.
Oh, check out the third, don't advance it yet. The guy taking a pick number 129.
Reese's
Pizzas.
Reese's Pizza. Okay, yeah. That's a name.
Hmm?
All right, give me current ability. A couple centers from Kitchener. Got 71 points in 65 games. Gets along well with everybody. Okay. Luca Ramo, you are a Pittsburgh Penguin.
Schmidt has been hanging around there for a while. The top guy.
Yeah, 48. Did he have an issue? Nope, gets along well with everyone. Okay, Schmidt's
Yeah.
coming home.
Two-way guy.
As we move into the 6th round. And
3 picks left.
I can't draft a guy who's 5'9". Okay, Gavin Core.
Going to Boston College.
Be aware of controversy. Nope. I don't know anything about this, but the guy by the name of Easton O'Doot does sound... All right.
Yeah, he's already here.
O'Doot. Yeah, sounds like a sweet name, so... All right.
Don't have a lot of natural right defensemen.
We just drafted that big tall guy.
Yeah, but even with him.
Strongest part of his game is his goal scoring ability. Okay, we're going to take the Swede named Milton. His name is Milton, Jeff.
Common Swedish name, I'm sure. And you got 1 pick left to do something dumb with.
Martin Hayduke?
Totally unscouted.
Oh, no. Something dumb with, he says. All right. Brett Usick. 6'5" center right winger. At 22 points with Shawinigan.
Not particularly physical, though.
Controversy will follow.
You're going to take a project guy, or maybe take one that's going to college so he'll have his rights for a little while.
Yeah, but look at this Renaissance man, Jeff.
Oh, forward and defenseman.
Mm-hmm. I think we found a Renaissance man. He's 6'5", can play all over the ice. And we'll take that draft class home.
And see what this... Go advance one day and just see what they say about us.
No, we don't need to advance one day. It's
the
right here,
draft,
right
yeah,
now.
okay.
You had the best draft.
Yep.
Everybody's
Probably
blown
because you
away.
got Ryabkin when he dropped so far. And Smith was actually down quite a bit too, so not surprising.
Well, we got score. We got defensemen. We got scores. We took a project. Actually picked some guys on the same team by accident.
What's the depth chart look like now?
Scary.
So none of the drafted guys really jumped ahead of anybody.
No, not yet at
Oh,
least.
Smith's actually ahead of a few of the minor league guys.
Yeah. We probably need to maybe look at grabbing a goalie, and maybe I'll do that on before our next stream, because we've been going. Holy cow! It's been almost 2 hours. All right, that
Oh
was
yeah,
not
come up
intentional.
on 9.
All right,
Well,
so
Thursday night stream.
yeah. So what happens? Things get crazy. All right, with that then, thank you very much for tuning into the Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/franchise hockey. No, that's not right. Oh, let me try that again. Actually, I think it was right, and I messed it up in my brain, and that screwed things up. All right. Thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP developments as well, with stream archives going live typically on Saturdays at about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/franchise hockey manager. On Twitter, we're at franchise hockey. You can find a link to our official Discord in our Twitter bio. And of course, you can come down to the official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right hand corner, which will bring you to the official forums. You can come talk about franchise hockey manager, out of the park baseball, perfect team go, or anything else you wish to discuss. As Jeff mentioned, we are working on the final big update for Franchise Hockey Manager 10, which is going to likely have an open beta next week.
Yeah, probably Steam only open beta at some point, like early mid next week, hopefully, and then ideally full release about a week after that.
Yeah, so that should be good. As I'm just pulling up the prospect rankings now here. Take a look. See if we jumped up at all.
Yeah, we did quite a bit.
Yeah,
Sixth overall.
Yeah,
Way
13,
up.
37, 43, 49, 50. So yeah, we jumped huge
Yeah,
there.
Reaction comes in to the top. Well, 5 guys in the top 50.
Yeah. Well done. So good on us for doing our job correctly. Yeah, so we'll be back again next week. Open beta for pay attention for that. Make sure you're watching our forums. It will be posted in the Discord. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I think you had everything.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, thank you very much, and we will see you all again next week.